gentlemen, the whole thing is over. And I'm serious about that. It's over. James Harden can no longer do anything correct. Let that sink in. Not one thing can James Harden do that's correct. It's over. They don't care what it is or how it's delivered, presented to anybody. They don't care, bro. The league does not care. In their mind, James Harden is the villain. Hit the like button, everybody that's coming through the door. Everybody's mad at James Harden right now in Houston. They want the people to scream, get rid of James. So Houston would make no mistake of trying to keep him. They want him to be booed. They want him out. The media's dogging him. Every day there's a new James Harden story, ain't it? Now all of a sudden there's a clear and crisp video of James Harden in the club with no mask on. They was like, we just saw Haskins do this in the club, and James Harden has been in the league longer. He's supposed to know better than this. He's the only one. So James is the only one. Wow. You see, now you get to see where people's head is at. You get to see who your real friends are. They're making James the butt of their jokes because James is asking to move. What's up? I'm disgusted, man. I'm really disgusted by it because James Harden he's done his job. You know, everything you asked James to do, he's done. Every crappy decision y'all did, James stood by. Even when he wasn't with it. When y'all talking about y'all gonna try to move James, James is with it. He came back to camp, played a game, wanted to show y'all he was down. Now it's James threw a basketball at a teammate. James was at the nightclub. James is 600 pounds. James, he don't want to be there. James told you he didn't want to be there months ago. I'm ready to go. The Rockets are ready to move him. They had hoped to keep him. But it is what it is. He will be moved. Now, let's just spice it up a little bit. Because there's some things that need to be said and accounted for. James Harden, does he have the responsibility to his team? Yes. Is that why they canceled the game It's because James Harden was around, and the fact that he didn't have a mask on, they couldn't take a risk. Is that the reason why y'all can have around-the-clock testing done on James? Didn't James have corona before? I remember Russ had it. When he got it again? But it seems like to me, one of the most quietest guys to do something is James. James do a lot of his dirt quiet. Now, a lot of dirt, James Harden dirt is getting thrown up at him. I even seen somebody blame the Kardashians for James. Well, it is what it is, man. You know, you're dealing with a subject that's a very serious matter. James Harden is a very professional athlete. You know, he's always very astute. Yeah, James is very smart. I'm not saying he makes all smart decisions. I'm just saying he's a smart man. He's not somebody who's a dummy. He's trying to figure it out. Like I don't know what's going on around here. I don't know why they... James want to leave. He knows what's going on over there. James knows it's time to go. He's not ready for another rebuild. He's been there 7 years. It's like, look, if I don't take a shot now, then what am I doing? But to me, your best shot just might be staying put. Learning how these guys play and staying out the way. In addition to the team. But, hey, I don't know how that man feels. Some things probably happened there he didn't like. With new management coming in. Old management stepping out. People feel they're not being handled accordingly. Or to the person that recruited them are not even there anymore. So... I ain't never seen nobody that lazy. They live at home, don't have to do number work from home, and still can't come pick up their garbage. Ridiculous. They empty the garbage for you. All you gotta do is put your can out there. And they don't mean keep it out there till the next time. They mean come put your cans back in your garage. Can't tell these young people nothing. They don't want to listen. Oh, the league is making sure his reputation take a big hit. They're responsible for his reputation taking a big hit. They don't want him having a good reputation. So his reputation is completely destroyed. He got nothing good going for him. No matter where he goes. Let's say he goes to the 76ers. He's going to be the guy that takes all the blame. James Harden did this. James Harden left the towel in the bathroom. They're going to be like, we go exclusively to Rachel Nichols. Hi, I'm Rachel Nichols. And was that James Harden towel in there. Yeah, instead of throwing it away in the hamster like everybody else did, James wanted to feel special. He threw the towel on the floor as to say, I'm James Harden. I can do what I want to do. What do you think about this? Well, I think James is just, no player should have that kind of power. I'd be like, huh? You ever heard about a bum from Akron? That's the kind of nonsense you got to deal with now. Before, that wasn't even heard of. We now make excuses. We're in a world where you make excuses for the losers. And we villainize. It's funny that we sit here and complain about bullies, then turn around and bully people. And that's proper punishment. No, because the bully must get a taste of his own medicine. But you just spoke out about how bullying is bad and you did a whole 10K march about it. But now you're getting, let's get together and go bully somebody else. That's so hypocritical. But it's cool. Just think about it. In the past 3 days, how many James Harden stories have you heard? Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. James Harden was in a nightclub. James Harden threw a basketball at a coach. James Harden is the reason we got to cancel practice because James Harden had COVID before. So he was out there. James Harden got to get that cancer. James Harden said he want to go to the 76ers. He want to trade. James Harden said he wants all the control at the Houston Rockets. He had all the control in the world. James Harden. 5, 6, 7 stories about James Harden in 3 days. And now the new one is going to be this, he shut the game down for COVID. They want the whole league to hate James Harden. Because he's good. Because James is special. This is why. And the sooner we realize this and we get all this garbage figured out, we can move on. What's up, Christian? I see you. I'm about 40% done with passing out gifts. Tomorrow's the big test. Any LeBron news? Nothing except for he's getting treatment on his sore left ankle. And he's going to be a game time decision. As he's listed as questionable. They're trying to send him to Toronto. They're trying to make any deal they can. Because they can't do the 76ers. But one thing for sure, Houston does not want him back on the West. They want him exclusively on the East. They're not doing any West Coast teams. I did put pressure on his neck. Sean Green, come on. You just going with whatever Jeannie say. I'm not drunk at all. I had no liquor at all. I'm fatigued. I'm tired. Had a trying day, man. The mailing system is failing us. They got like thousands of gifts lost in the mail. So I got a package floating around with just one of them. So it's what it is. So I know. I'll put my eyes like this and then my eyes in the middle are closing. Well, see. So I'm gonna get out of here. Give me some rest. One.